Why am I so nervous? Shit. All right. Here we go. No, here we go. Dear friends from the internet, followers, fans, family, and fellow fly fishers, men and women alike. I recently was fortunate enough to receive a series of mail drops from the brands that I work with. And I must be honest, I pulled a classic Spicer on myself and let it build up to where we are now. But I thought I'd let you in on what comes my way. Seasons are changing, or have changed. They have changed in the Cape. And with that comes a whole bunch of different new approaches to fishing. Fortunately, working with the brands that I do, we're always pushing to open up new channels and find new experiences and do new exciting things. So I don't even know when some of these arrived. I'm just going to dive in. The one, I'm going to start on this one. I opened it by accident. Is the Real Origin 9-foot 5-weight. It's a fast action rod. It's a step up from the Eco Swift 5-weight that I've been fishing on. It's a step up in their range. Big trout, winter trout, yellowfish, and even some rats and mice in the salt water, small shad, blacktail, and so on. And along with this guy, they arrived these two guys. I apologize for my dogs, they're just doing their job. These two guys, Origin reels. This one's fitted with a floating line, and this one is fitted with a sinking tip, fast sinking tip. Definitely leaning more towards a river setup, but can definitely do some damage in the dams as well. But yeah, really stoked to be taking it up a range with the real rods. These Origin rods are magnificent. I'm not taking anything away from the Eco Swift. Where I was when I started fishing them, they were the best rods out there for me. Enough about that. So, shortly afterwards, this arrived. Definitely not a bike. This is also not a CD player. As a matter of fact, I want to need a sharp object for this. I know exactly what this is. These two guys are friends, except this one is a 9-foot 8-weight. My apologies. 9-foot 8-weight, and that's definitely leaning towards estuaries, sand flats, and saltwater in general. And that's very much where I'm going to be taking my fishing this winter, I think we're sitting on endless potential at our doorstep with regards to saltwater fishing, and there's a lot to be explored and discovered and experimented with and learned. But enough about that. Next up, we've got okay, so I opened that one up upside down. Okay, wait, hang on one second. I know what this is. This goes with the rod that arrived. Ooh, and stickers. Love stickers. Absolutely love stickers. Want to make my car look like a primary school space case. There we go. Ooh. Oh. Beautiful. 789 weight. And then a spare spool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fit the one spool with a floating line. And then the other spool, this guy over here, I'm going to fit with intermediate sinking tip line that I already have. That should be a lot of fun, especially in the estuaries and so on. That leaves me with a bit of a dwang with regards to a sinking line, but the way I see it and the way I've been fishing, especially salt, is just to stay away from the bottom as much as possible. Unless you're over sand, it's just heartbreaking how many flies you end up losing if you're working the bottom. Floating, intermediate sinking tip, or sinking intermediate tip, something along those lines. But these guys are going to take up their righteous place. And I'll get cracking on rigging them up soon. By soon, I mean the moment I'm done making this video, because I want to go fishing this weekend. Okay, what else did we get? Just a whole bunch of straw. I tentatively bought some Stroft tippet from Reel a while back, just looking around for a fun alternative to my favorite fluorocarbons out there. It came with I did a bit of research, and it came with a very well well approved, and so I asked Sean to hook me up with a little bit of all of them, which is what he very kindly did. These are for small streams, trout, so they might be used at some point this winter, but definitely hanging on to some of them for the Cape streams next season. Where do I put these things? Okay. Ooh. A very tiny pair of shoes. That's my guess. Let's have a look, see. Oh, no shoes. Surprise, surprise. Oh, Stroff tip leader, 9 foot 6X, golden. He just sent me the bulk pack. Great. Braid, floating line for the 8-way. Yeah, braid for the 8-way. Little Stroff strapperoonie to keep all my Stroff tippet spools together. Jeez, I'm losing it now. There's too much going on in my head. Bunch of salty leaders, always important. Never leave home without a towel and a salty leader. That's what I always say. Jokes aside, I guess I can tie my own leaders with mono and yeah, I do sometimes, but these are really handy. More stickers. I love stickers. Shit. Sorry. Alright, and then these two, which completes the trifecta. Let me just grab the other guy. I've been meaning to make a video about these dudes for a while now. They are epic. They're exclusively available at Real. They're called Kling. Mag grab or a magnetic fly patch. Comes with 2 bits and bobs. Well, one side's obviously your patch, the big magnet in the back, and then there's a piece of metal like this that it grabs onto very thoroughly. But from this point onwards, it's not magnetic on this side at all, which is cool as well. So I slip this piece into my cap span, boop, and then on the outside, boom, and then it stays there, more or less like it's doing now, just with a hat. It has amazing holding power, and I can really see myself like doing a day on a stream with just one of these. It can hold enough flies. The fact that I have 3 now, well, variety is what's someone said something special about variety once. Spice of life. That was it. Okay. I'll make a special little clip about these guys in a while, because they are really epic. More stickers. Love stickers. And a bunch of beautiful smaller kind of style saltwater poppers and charlies and a little bit of everything just to make. Ooh, this looks like trouble. Ooh, shrimpy. Ooh, that is dangerous. Yeah, thanks Sean for this. This is. I asked him to go into. I asked the owner of Real, Sean, to go into his own little cupboard and send me a couple of things my way, and I must say, it's all looking very fishy. Which brings me to our next point. My next point. I'm not making any points tonight, sorry. The next parcel. Before I open it, I'm going to do a little intro to it. And the intro goes as follows. A lot of my fishing is going to be happening on Makassar beach. And a lot of it happens early in the morning and or late evening. It's a very empty beach unless there's fishermen, and it's got a reputation as a bit of a lawless blind spot in the greater Cape municipality, and for that I have to make sure I'm safe, and that leaves me in a bit of a compromised position. I have to protect myself as and when the time comes, if it should. And obviously arming myself is really the only solution to a problem that I really hope I never encounter. Grit Equip is a South African brand that I've been working with for a while now. They've I carry their Kydex. Use their wallet, their Kydex wallet, which is amazing. Their Leatherman holster is hands down the best Leatherman holster I've had, and I've had quite a few. And to complete the combo, the triple threat that is Grit Equip at the moment. I'm guessing what we're having here would be just double check, you never know. What's this? Wooden steel serum. Great stuff. I need to, doesn't smell like much, but I'm sure it'll do its job. And yeah, keep your knives clean. Keep your handles nice and moisturized. Why is it firing off? And cut. All right, picking that back up from where we left off, which I have absolutely no idea where it is or was. Wood and steel serum, epic. Yeah, there's a couple of jokes I can put out there now. I'll be the better man and let it slide. But what's in this box is the one that I'm most interested in, especially following our little conversation about Makassar. This is what I would say is quite possibly the most dangerous picnic platter takeaway. I mean, I'll only be using it for cutting cheese and charcuterie, but this is a knife that Grit calls the Scully, very aptly so. It's carried behind the back, with the sheath between your trousers and the belt. This clasp attaches over here and flips over to over here and secures it. You get the picture. I can also just switch my hands like this and it's a lot better. And it's barely visible until you really, really need it. At which point it's an easy draw and turns you into a weapon immediately. Again, I'm aiming for cheese and charcuterie. Unless someone else decides to put me in the position I do not want to be in. So shot a lot, grit. This thing is the size of my size of my hand, smaller than my hand, but it offers so much sense of security. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate this immensely. Now what? There's still some ways to go. Does anyone need a bathroom break or anything? Just let me know. You can do that. But next, this guy arrived today. I'm gonna need that. Let's have a look, see here. So, again, from my good friends, Borderline family over at Real. It's an awesome collection of stropped tippet. Awesome collection of stropped stickers. Some more salty leaders, and some thicker fluorocarbon tippet, 9-foot 4x and 3x. That's obviously for freshwater and targeting big rainbows, hopefully. Later in the season or in this year. Thanks so much, Sean. Appreciate it immensely. Can't wait to get into it. And here we have the Seeker. The Seeker is a super fast sinking line. And super fast sinking line. I'm going to be fitting it on one of my older model Fusion spools and my Eco Swift 8-weight. And be using that for if and when I'm fishing saltwater and I want to get down real fast, real quick. So this is like a side project that I know where I want to use it, but it's a matter of when. It's like everything that comes out of these packages are like promises, in a sense of like, a reel isn't just a reel. It's not just an object. It's the promise of you know, hearing it sing and having a fish on the end of the line and all the hours you're going to spend handling that object. I just called it not an object, but it transcends being an object, because it really does become part of you as a fisherman, especially if you are as if you get as emotionally attached to stuff as I do. What's the word? Sentimental. Yeah, don't get emotionally attached. That's like, I'm over here sentimental. And opening up these, another sticker. Opening up these things, every single thing means I can go do something new. I can go explore somewhere else. I can go tap into potential that I've been wondering about, dreaming about for so long. And having these brands and the people behind them making it possible, it really means a lot. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what you guys see in me, but thanks for that. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing this now for a while. Where's the knife? Bring out the knife. Oh, some more salties. Like I said, never leave your home without a clean pair of leaders. Ooh. Ooh. So these are to become, along with one other box, my saltwater setup. Straw. So all my, these guys seal completely. They've got a little rubber thingamabob all the way around. I prefer the silicone inserts. They are just beat around the bush. They're better. Because I like to keep things organized, separated, and categorized for no other reason other than me being able to find them again. It's really, really appreciated that I got not just one, are you kidding me? That's the GoPro cutting again. Snap, cut. All right, we've got like 10% left on the GoPro, which keeps cutting out because it's heating up for some unexplained reason. But yeah, so we've got two of these wonderful watertight fly boxes. That's gonna be hell of a handy, not just for stowing my flies, but also for keeping them completely dry and untouched by harmful salt water. And then last but not least, coming out of this bag, man, I love this rod. This is Reels One Way. It's an absolutely stupendous rod. I've been privy to fishing for quite some while now. Let's have a look, see. It's just made for the Cape streams and other small streams for that matter. Beautiful green. Oh wow. Yeah, I mean everything about this rod, including its action, everything about it just screams small stream, dry fly, subtle presentation. And I've caught big fish on these. And I must say, they hold their own incredibly well. So, and I mean, turns playing a slightly larger fish. Oh, that feels lovely. Hello, old friend. Yeah, sure. Sean, thank you very much. GoPro again. So let's see if we can cut the previous section into this section and make it look like nothing happened. Sean, thank you so much. You know how much I love this rod and how much pleasure it brings me. And oh man, I want to treat her well and I want to show her a good time. I can't wait for the Cape season streams to open again. But by the looks of things, I'm going to have to look for small streams somewhere else in the meantime, because yeah, she can't just stand around. This has to be used, and soon. Sneezing. Last but not least, another funny one is the next package. I received it recently from an old contact who is the only person in South Africa who still has access to these shoes. He only has them in a size 12 and a size 13. I wear a size 11 boot shoe normally. I wear these in a size 12 with neoprene socks. And they are, in my opinion, they are the best all-rounder shoes out there for fly fishing. They're apparently also great for game stalking and hunting. Their soles are so soft they don't crunch on rocks. They muffle the sound of twigs snapping. And on the water, look, it's I'm not saying it's going to be your top of the range wading boot. But as someone who hikes in and out quite often, and whether it's on a beach or in a mountain, that crossover is crucial. I came across Soft Science about 6 years ago. They are amazing shoes. There you go. Nice side view. They have these drainage vents on the side that lets water stream out. All of this upper is super strong. And like I said, the sole, maybe not now, but you can already see it's got that squishiness. I mean, the pair I bought 6 years ago, I'm still wearing. So these are actually just a pair to shoot, and then to hold on to until these other ones finally decide to break, because they're just not breaking. Yeah, so I'll be putting out a couple of posts on how you can get your hands on these. The guys who have purchased them before have only had incredibly good feedback, all the way from Oman to Yalanspat. Yeah, then you can DM me directly should you want to purchase a pair. But more about that later. I think that about wraps it up over here. I'm gonna go to bed soon because it is a school night. And I just have to clean up this mess first, get everything organized and so on and so forth. I personally can't deal with stacks of stuff like this. It needs to go into shelves, cupboards, drawers, something. Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at all the reel equipment. You know, I've come such a long way with reel, starting out in 2017, 2018, when I first spoke to Sean and won one of their reels in a social media competition. I still have it, Force 6-7. I'm actually going to post about it tonight. And being here now and having walked this road, which has been a hell of an interesting one. Again, just filled with learnings and being able to work closely with a rod builder. You start understanding the intricacies, the smaller details, and things that once you're looking out for them, you start noticing them, number one. You start practicing them, you start becoming better at them. And whether it is that split second extra on the back cast, for getting that 8x tippet to a size 20, dry fly to roll over beautifully. It's really been through my relationship with reel and my conversations with Sean that I've come to the point where I am now. And where I am now is knee deep in trouble. Somebody help me. Basically, I think what I'm going to do over the next couple of days is get all of this figured out, rigged up, sussed out, and then start making decisions. I've got a 5-weight rod that needs to be bent double. I've got a 9-weight rod that needs to be bent double. I've got flies that need to be tested. I've got boots that need to be worn. I've got a scolly that's got my back. Yeah. So I don't have any excuses. I'm incredibly fortunate. I'm incredibly grateful. Yeah, just so psyched for what I just opened and received means I'm going to make happen for myself over the next season. It means I'm going to have a lot of fun this winter. And for that, I can't be grateful enough. Over and out.